So, hi, Mark. It's very nice
Hello.
to talk to you today on a special day, Valentine's Day.
Yeah, my wife and me, we are 29 years together and we still
Wow.
love each other. It was very nice.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we are ready for the emotions, correct?
Yes. Yes. We're talking about thinking that makes people decide and emotions that make people act.
Yeah.
And the first question that is coming to mind for me is what made you decide for this topic for today?
Yes, so basically it's very simple. I'm now 15 years in Bulgaria, and I see a lot of people having big ideas, big dreams, but not acting.
Mm.
And the main reason for that has to do with emotions. That's why I say, okay, let's talk a little bit about the emotions and how they make people act. And also, the second reason is that there is so much fear in newspapers and television, now with these things in Turkey. And then people don't act, they are just in fear. And that's why I decided also, okay, it's time to talk a little bit about that.
Yes, I find this subject also quite interesting. And the thing you talk about fear and emotions and thinking, I think it's also very relevant for Bulgaria. And
Yes.
it's interesting you noticed it, especially on the news and how people are communicated to. So
Yes.
very relevant. And can you describe what the difference is between thinking and emotions?
Yeah. I mean, these are two different things. So basically, we start with the basis that a person is more than a body, right?
Yeah.
So you are a person and you have your body. You are not the brains, okay? The mosaic is not you. You're different than this mosaic. So you as a person, you as a spiritual being, you are thinking. That's the activity of the spirit. The spirit is observing and thinking. And the end result of thinking, there is three end results of thinking. The first one is uh, an idea. So while you're thinking, you have an idea. The second end result of thinking is a decision, решение, like they say in Bulgaria. So people are thinking, and then they have a решение, okay? And the third one is, and that's the worst one, is indecision. So people are thinking, and they continue to think. You have people like that. They are all their life thinking, doubting. You see this especially with psychiatry and psychology students or people who did this. There's a lot of thinking going on. Okay, so that's one thing. You have the thinkingness. And the end result of thinking is either decision, an idea, or an indecision. Now, emotion is different, and I will show you. So, for instance, you ask me to do something, okay? So just ask me to do something. Imagine your partner or a boss or whatever. Ask me to do something.
Uh,
Yeah?
Me right now? Okay.
Yeah, just ask me to do something.
Yeah.
Imagine you're my boss and you say, blah, blah, blah. I want you to do this, okay?
Okay. I want you to drink from your cup.
Okay, so I'm now getting this information, okay? And now I'm thinking, should I drink? Should I not drink? Okay. This goes instantly. There is no time in this. And then, okay, I decide, let me drink this coffee, right? And in Bulgarian, they say eat. Now I have to act something, right? I have to put one of my hands in the direction of this cup, take this cup, bring it to my mouth, open my mouth, and then drink this cup of coffee, right? Now, this is movement. And on this planet, when you move something, so when you act something, you need energy, right?
Yeah.
There is no movement without energy. Now, this energy, how is this created? Well, I decide and I put energy in my mosaic or my brains, and then from the brains it goes over the nerves, over the muscles, and then I act, right? Now, this emotion, which is basically an energy flow, we call this emotion. Comes from the Latin ex, which means outside, movere, which means to move. So movement outside, right?
Yeah.
So while thinking is just instantly and doesn't require energy, moving requires energy, and this energy is emotion, right? And thinking does not end in acting. You have a lot of people who are just thinking and not acting. In order to act, you need emotions. Now, every living being, every person, every animal, every insect, and even plants move. So they use an energy. And again, this energy we will call emotions. Now, so I say, okay, I will drink this coffee, and I put their energy to move and to get the cup here, right? This is my emotion at this moment. However, I'm not the only one on this planet. There is around me a lot of emotions. For instance, you can be in a vampire emotion and you can say to me, are you going to drink this coffee? And I stop drinking this coffee. You understand? So there is my emotion and there might be counter emotions, right?
Yeah.
Plus, there can also be my counter emotion. Imagine that 50 years ago, or 40 years ago, I'm now 61. Recently, I became 61. But imagine 50 years ago, I drank coffee and I felt not good. You understand? Plus, I had my sister and she looks like you, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister started to laugh with me at that moment. So you asked me to drink coffee. I take the coffee, and then I look at you. I smell the coffee, and oh, this picture from the past comes, and I don't drink the coffee. Do you understand this?
Okay.
So there is your emotion, there is counter emotion from the world around, and there is my own counter emotions from maybe from the past. You see this?
Yeah.
So basically, the world is full of emotions. Everything which is moving thanks to energy, and this energy is emotion. So the problem is that a lot of people, they have big dreams, they have fantastic plans, but they don't see the counter emotions, or they're not strong enough to conquer these counter emotions and to continue to do what they were supposed to do. Do you understand?
Yes.
And so they have to understand these emotions, because if you understand the emotions, your emotions and the ones around you, you are controlling your emotion and you continue on your course. While if you do not understand them, the other emotions from the other people, from the surrounding, will control you. You see? I give you another example because this is not only with people, this also happens with animals. A dog feels your emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And when you are in strach, he will attack. But if you're not in strach, he will go down. A tiger feels your emotion. Actually, everything which is alive lives thanks to this or with these emotions, right?
Yeah.
Now, those emotions, you have different emotions. We have a tone scale of emotions. And if you allow me to share something, I would love to share this tone scale of emotions. Can I?
Yes.
Okay, good. I will go to share. And first of all, I will take these emotions, because there is this, as I said, tone scale, like in music. Tone means the height of a sound, right?
Yeah.
You have low tones. We call these vampire emotions. You have medium tones. We call these negative emotions. And you have high tones. We call these positive emotions. Yeah.
Mhm.
And those tones form a scale. A scale comes from the Latin scala, which means an exact ladder, na bulgarski stolnica, right? Correct? With exact steps.
Yeah.
And those exact steps, I will show them you now because it's important to know the exact tone scale. I know there is a lot of people worldwide who were taking this, basically pirating this tone scale and changing them. But the one I'm going to show you is the one found by Ron Hubbard in 1950s and copyright protected worldwide, and also with exact numbers, because these emotions can be measured. There is an exact level of energy which can be measured. From there you have these numbers. Do you see the numbers? Yeah? Do you see this tone scale now?
Yes. Yes.
Good. So tone scale of emotions, right? Ladder of tones of emotions. The lowest one is apatia, apathy.
Yes.
Oh, you like this. Now, apathy is a vampire emotion. For instance, you are walking today on 14th of February with your boyfriend on Vitosha Boulevard, right? And you're very happy because you want to buy him a nice present. And let's say that I'm a bump, clochard, and I'm laying down on the street in apathy.
Yeah.
Well, I promise you, if you do not understand my emotion, you will go down as if you're sucked down. Another example, you come in a place with lots of people and somehow you feel bad and you don't know why, because there is somewhere in the room a vampire emotion which is sucking you down. You understand this? Okay, that's apathy. Above apathy or apatia, you have mukka, mukka. This
Yeah.
is a very beautiful vampire emotion. It's vampire because it brings people down. The most beautiful example is a man, for instance, who says, "Oh, I feel lonely tonight." And then the girl, "Okay, okay, okay," or vice versa. And by that, I suck the other down, or the person in Mercury sucks the other down. You see this especially with kids. Mama is coming, mama is gone. Mama is coming, yeah, you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, kids don't have a mask when they are small, and they show these emotions very, very, very clearly. So this is mukke, or grief. And then you have strach 1.0, or fear. This is a stopping emotion, but also vampire. And this is, by the way, a very, very strong emotion today. Look at what's happening with the world. The media is saying something, and the whole world is in fear, especially now with this Turkey thing now. Everyone is in fear. There was 1 hour ago a very small earthquake here in Sofia. I mean, in the building that I'm living, and directly two people, fear. You understand?
Yes.
Very strong. And then you have the last vampire emotion, which is called prikrita vraždebnost. In English, covert hostility.
Mm.
In Bulgaria, they call this also licemer, Is someone who is very nice, I love you, and meanwhile they think about other women or other men. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Or they say, yeah, everything is fine with me. But meanwhile, they're thinking about how they can kill you. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
This vampire, yeah, this is also vampire emotion. Not so strong, but difficult to see through the mask. So you have apatia, mukke, strach, and prekitovisdemnos. Those are what we call vampire emotions. And then you have gnev and antagonism. These are negative emotions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Vampire. They are not vampire. For instance, if I say, okay, I would like to drink coffee, and you say, I don't want you to drink coffee, I will say, I don't care. I will drink coffee. You understand? And I will drink my coffee. I will not change my action. but you will stress me, you will take time of me. That's why it's not vampire, but negative. So you have gniew or anger, and you have antagonism, which is coming from the Greek anta, which means against, chornei, play against, also called the panic emotion in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
You say da, they say ne. You say ne, they say da. You understand?
Yes.
And then you have the positive emotions. And skoeke is at the borderline. Imagine I say I will drink coffee, and you are just in boredom. Okay, so it will not affect me. Do you understand? The same in conservatism. Conservatism, I feel very good, basically. I don't take too much. I'm not coming too close, but I feel good. And then you have strong interest, and strong interest is I'm outflowing. You understand?
Yes.
Like a kid. And then you have enthusiasm. So, and those are the positive emotions. Now, I stop sharing and I come back to the share later on. If you have a dream and you want to do something, and there is a person in a vampire emotion and you don't see it, you might change your dream. Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
And that is happening a lot with entrepreneurs. An entrepreneur has a big dream. He wants to start, but it starts with the family, actually. The family which has, yeah. You think you can do, you understand what I mean?
Yes.
And then, he starts to think, and maybe I should not do it, maybe I should differently, right? Now, if you know the emotions, because there is 24 tricks to know who is there behind the mask. If you know the emotions and you know how to handle that, you stay on high level. Do you understand?
Yes.
And I think this is very important.
It is.
When you start a business, because it's all about emotions, even in sales, even in marketing, even in recruitment, even in marrying someone, you have to be able to see who is the person behind the mask, right? Because you have the real emotion and you have the mask. You have people who put the mask there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you allow me, you wake up in the morning. Oh, you're in skoeke, right? Then you take a shower and you are in strong interest, and you start singing. Then you watch yourself in the mirror. You're in strach, if you're above 80 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Then you take your car. And there, in Bulgaria at least, you put on a mask, antagonism, like, And then you come in the office, you put on another mask. Zdrasti, kaksi. Wow, And all those are masks. Even you have different regions, different masks. Where are you coming from? Where are you coming from? If I may ask.
From Ruse, do you know it?
Yes, of course. My wife and me, we went in the last 15 years to every city in Bulgaria to check and to observe. Now, Ruse has a high level of emotion. Ruse is in the level between conservatism and sin interest. You know this?
No.
This is very high level on average, the mask. But you go to Vidin today, you have the following mask, this is like Zdrasti, Nyama, Nishtu. Yeah, this is almost apathy.
Yeah.
Or you go to panic, this is like antagonistic, against. You go to Petrich, the mask is the following, hi! And then 2 minutes later they forget you. Do you understand?
Yes.
You go to the Rhodope mountain, this is conservatism. You have to, work hard, keep the house, that's all different masks. Burgas, you know the mask, right? This is Adidas from toe to top to toe, right? And then they move like this, very budka, right? So this is Burgas. So every region has its own mask. Gabrovo is Prekitovis Devnos mask, like Sarasti. You understand?
Yes.
So every region has a mask. And you have to be able to look through the mask, isn't it? Well, there is 24 tricks, but I would like, if you want, I would like to give you a very easy and very fast trick.
Go ahead.
Okay, good. So I will say it in Bulgarian. The trick to look through the mask is задавате прости, лични, неочаквани, отворени въпроси. Simple, personal, unexpected, open questions. I repeat it because it's so important. Прости, лични, неочаквани, отворени въпроси. Simple, personal, unexpected, open questions. So go ahead, my dear, shoot. Give me a simple, personal, open question. For instance, when it's your birthday, or what's your zodiac, or what color do you like, or what food you prefer, or what you like most about me, or what you like most about Sophia, or how long are you in this company? You understand? So shoot, give me one.
What do you like most about Sophia?
Okay, so this is a simple, personal, unexpected, open question, right? So now I will answer you in different emotions. If I am in still interest and enthusiasm, I will answer immediately in 5 seconds. So ask me again. Ask me the same
What
question.
is your favorite thing about Sophia?
Oh, the favorite thing about Sofia is the mountain, Vitosha mountain, and the Vitosha street. So that's still interest or enthusiasm, okay? Now I go down to conservatism. Maybe you ask me another question which is a little bit better. What's your zodiac? So ask me what is your zodiac.
What is your zodiac?
Well, I'm Vadolei. This is still interest or enthusiasm, okay? A person in still interest or enthusiasm will answer in 5 seconds, right? So now I go to conservatism. Ask me again the same question.
What is your zodiac?
Well, I think this is a personal question, right? I don't have any problem to answer you, but maybe not in front of everyone. Is that okay? That's conservatism. In conservatism, they might not, first, they will not answer in 5 seconds. Two, they might not answer at all. But, and this is very important, but they will not make you feel wrong for having asked the question. Okay? Now I go to Skuka. Ask me again.
What is your zodiac?
What
is your
zodiac? Oh, I'm Strelec. So in Skuka, there is no interest in the question, no interest in the answer, and 50% chance on a lie. I'm not Strelec, I'm Vadolei. Now we go into the negative emotions. Ask me again.
What is your zodiac?
But none of your business. You understand? And I will not show you anger, but you can imagine anger is just more volume and louder, you know, and more force. Now I enter the vampire emotions, okay? And here you have a very interesting switch. So I will start in Прикидываешь демос. Ask me again.
What is your zodiac?
Интересный вопрос. А твоите? Какой твоите зодиак?
I see, yeah.
So tell me something. Tell me something.
I'm Taurus. What about you?
Yeah, I knew it. Nobody's perfect. Do you understand?
Yeah, this is how Bulgarians operate, basically.
Not all, but a lot. This is typical Prekita Vrzhdemnost, meaning in Prekita Vrzhdemnost, the person will, one, not answer your question, and two, will make the person who asked the question feel bad. And the second one is the most important, because conservative people also do not necessarily answer the question, but they will not make a person feel bad for having asked the question, while a Prekita person will do it. One, no answer. Two, they make you feel bad for having asked the question. And you say, okay, Bulgaria, this is worldwide, by the way. In Holland, you also have a lot of these people. In England, you have a lot of those people. You find them all over the world, basically. But okay, luckily, this is not the majority. So now I go to Strach. Ask me again.
What is your zodiac?
Why? Что? Аз съм женен, you know? This is, you ask a question and the person gives an answer on another question. And you start laughing or you start being confused. You say, what's happening here? Do you understand? And you feel bad. Yeah. Now, Marc, ask me again. Ask me again.
What is your zodiac?
Well, you know, when I was born, people put me in a basket in Wraca, and my parents left me there, and I don't know which month I was born. I know which year. Can you imagine? 61 years without Čestit rozdenden. And my name is Marc, so 61 years without Imanden. You understand this? Terrible, right? Give me your zodiac, please. Moljate. So you ask a question and the person gives you a whole story. And at the end you say, oh, Bože, I should not have asked this question. You see this? So it's a very simple trick. You ask a simple, personal, unexpected, open question. Zadavate prosti, lični, neočakvani, otvoreni vaprosi. And you don't listen to what the person says, but you look how long it takes to answer and how you feel for having asked the question.
Yes.
And if he answers and you feel very good, this person is high tone.
Yes.
If he doesn't answer, but you still feel very good, it's still high tone, but around conservatism. If you get a direct reaction against you, that's negative. And if you don't get an answer and you feel bad, you have a vampire in front of you. Now, not with one question, you ask 10 questions and you look which one of the reactions comes back. And if you ask 10 questions and you have like 7 or 8 vampire reactions, don't doubt this person in front of you is a vampire. So don't marry him. Don't do business too much with him. Don't hire him. You understand this? And if you're married or if you work with this person, well, you can bring them up, but that's another seminar, that's another interview.
Okay? Yes. Thank you so much, Marc. I think this has been a great insight and everybody can take their own and feel how their communication contributes to this scale. I would like to close this interview and thank you again for joining us with the interesting concept about thinking and emotions. So thank you very much.
Welcome. Ciao, ciao.
Till next time, Marc.
Yeah, uspech.